This iPhone 14 Pro has been a made phone for over 2 years as I'm making this video. Is it still worth it though? Let's get into it. My first issue with this phone isn't specific to this iPhone 14 Pro, but it depends on how much storage your iPhone 14 Pro contains. My iPhone 14 Pro only having 128 gigabytes of storage is a slight hindrance for me. I'll show you if I go general and iPhone storage. However, via deleting some applications and video files from my recently deleted folder, I have managed to fix that problem to where I rarely notice it unless I'm filming a really long YouTube video. While this iPhone still has 97% battery health, I have noticed a slight decrease in this phone's battery life. But that should not only be expected with a phone that's 2 years old, but I also began using this phone with wireless CarPlay, which drains my battery noticeably. However, the battery life on this phone is still perfectly usable, and like with my storage issue, I am merely nitpicking. To be fair, I don't waste hours watching TikTok on my phone, so if you do or am buying a used iPhone 14 Pro from a TikTok addict, or if you are a TikTok addict yourself, it is known for bad battery life, so please be warned. I should also let you know this phone still runs iOS 16.0.2, which is 2 versions behind the current iOS 18. So given that newer software versions generally drain older phones' batteries more, and that iOS 18 is infamous for bad battery life, the battery life on your iPhone 14 Pro may be significantly worse than mine. Yes, the iPhone 14 Pro is the final iPhone to contain a Lightning port instead of a USB-C port. However, I'm just fine with the phone having a Lightning port because I almost always airdrop files from my iPhone to my Mac instead of transferring them through a cable, which USB-C would benefit the most. And because my AirPods and school-issued iPad use Lightning, that's not really an issue for me. Well, the Lightning port on my iPhone 14 Pro doesn't bother me. It may understandably bother you, though. Yes, I know this phone may or may not seem obsolete because it lacks support for Apple Intelligence. However, as I debunked in my video about Apple Intelligence that I'll link up here, it is useless nonetheless. Therefore, you're not missing out on anything via lacking Apple Intelligence. The iPhone 14 Pro is no longer sold brand new, but can be found secondhand for around $450 on sites like eBay if I reload. As you can tell here, $400. This is just an average look at iPhone 14 Pros. So, should you still buy this phone 2 years later? Unless you're receiving one as a hand-me-down or cannot afford any better iPhone, I advise buying a brand new iPhone 16 or 16 Pro because your experience buying a new iPhone will be much better than that of a used iPhone. However, if you're still using your iPhone 14 Pro daily like me, should you consider upgrading it? I will personally wait until the iPhone 17 Pro releases next September to upgrade because I prefer to upgrade my phone every 3 years or when my current phone gets to be 3 years old, but every user is different. However, the iPhone 14 Pro is still a great phone for a daily driver though. Do you or did you own an iPhone 14 Pro? And if so, what is or was your experience with it? Please comment that down below. As always, thank you all for watching this video. I'm the iTunes Fanboy, and peace out.